This week on Jag TV, we get an inside look at the recent acts of vandalism in our school, a start of a new club at South, and a painting challenge between Izzy and Emily.
And a look at some unique spots in Blue Springs, coming up on this episode of Jag TV.
Celebrating 10 years of broadcast excellence, this is the award-winning Jag TV.
Welcome to this week's edition of Jag TV. I'm Tristan Harris.
And I'm Madeline Paget. You might have noticed that there have been a shortage of bathrooms lately.
Let's go to Evan to learn more.
Blue Springs South has had many closed restrooms lately, causing problems for both students and staff.
We've had some bathrooms throughout the building that have been impacted by some acts of vandalism.
Up to 6 bathrooms have been closed across the school from these vandalisms.
This has caused issues, obviously, with plumbing. It's caused issues with flooding in restrooms. Because of that, we've had to close restrooms down.
But that's just for the few involved.
When students are involved in behavior like that that's destructive to our school and our property, we're going to hold them accountable, and we're going to go to the highest degree of discipline that we can by law at the building level. I want people to understand that we got really good students here. We got really good staff here.
Staff that's the reason they're back open.
Our custodial crew was awarded this summer the #1 custodial crew in the school district based off of a variety of factors, which included the cleanliness of our school.
Thanks, Evan. I'm glad we could put an end to this issue. In other news, Bowls for Souls was a huge success. If you didn't know, Bowls for Souls was held on February 14th in the Commons. And with a purchase of a $10 ticket, you could get a handcrafted bowl, chili dinner, and a ticket to the basketball game versus Blue Springs High School. When you're done, you got to take the bowl home as a keepsake and a reminder of those children and families you have helped. This year's Bowls for Souls was one for the books, with 260 bowls sold and over $3,000 made. Thanks to Senate and Mud Throwers for making this event happen, and to all of our Jags for banding together to make it a success.
This past weekend, our South culinary team traveled to the Pro Start culinary competition and received second place, only falling to the best team in the nation. This is the highest finish in South history. The team is taught by FACS teacher Miss McKitty, and members of this winning team are Ashley Castillo, Kathleen Dobson, Amari Hankins, Alexis Hill, and Hannah Tawney. Congratulations to this awesome team. We are so proud of you. Now let's go to Brandon to get a look at a new and upcoming club.
The Boys Volleyball Club just started up here at South, and they have been practicing since early February. The club is teaching the boys the basics on how to play volleyball.
We started the program here at South. It's a club, not a sport, just to grow and promote the sport of volleyball here in the Kansas City area. So it just kind of allows some of our guys that play other sports maybe in the fall and winter to have a spring sport to go to.
They practice on Thursdays and Sundays, and they do drills and scrimmage against each other to prepare for their matches.
Well, I think it's really a supportive environment. You know, we're all there every day in the gym working hard, supporting each other, and it's really our little slice of home away from home.
These kids are a blast. It's fun to see kids that I had freshman year, be able to see them as juniors and seniors and some sophomores. Made them run the first time and they had some fun with that, but just allowing them to learn how to play the game of volleyball is pretty fun.
They start their games on March 23rd and will compete against other men's volleyball clubs from various high schools in our area. Their hope is for in the near future that this can become an organized sport in the state of Missouri.
If you are interested in joining the Boys Volleyball Club, make sure to go visit Coach Perry in room 1025. This has been Brandon Kemp, Jag TV.
Thanks, Brandon. I can't wait to see how the season goes.
After the break, we will learn more about upcoming events at South, get a look at some unique spots in our city,
and find out why Emily and Izzy are having a painting competition coming up next on Jag TV.
What's going on, Jags? It's Nate Mitchell, new co-owner here at Culver's in Blue Springs. Believe it or not, we're celebrating 12 years out here on 7 Highway. We want you guys to come check out our newly renovated dining room. Get yourself one of them famous Butterburgers. Well, believe it or not, those things are never started cooking until after you order it. You know what goes perfect with that Culver's Bacon Deluxe is it creates your own concrete mixer, baby. Thanks again for your 12 years of support. Come see us down here at South 7 Highway. Can't wait to see you.
Huge spider in the closet.
Don't let pests control your life. Let Moxie Pest Control be your pain relief. That means a thorough inspection and treatment without dangerous chemicals. Experience the Moxie difference at killbugsfast.com. Moxie Pest Control, Kansas City's pain relief experts.
Hey Jaguars, this is Brandon Jackley with Chick-fil-A in Blue Springs. I'm the owner-operator here for the last 8 years, and we are so glad to be a part of this community, especially Blue Springs South High School. Come see our newly renovated dining room. Also, we're going to stay open late on Friday nights to catch you after the football game, so come visit us. Go Jags!
What does the Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce do? It supports the growth of local businesses. It holds community events such as Fall Fun Fest. And it helps community members find employment. Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce, building business, growing community.
Welcome back. With a growing city like Blue Springs, there might be a few things you don't know about our hometown.
Here's Micah's story to highlight a couple of unique local places you might want to check out.
If you're bored at home and have nothing to do, there are plenty of parks to visit right here in Blue Springs. Pink Hill Park has an amazing Veterans Way memorial that remembers our heroes from the Vietnam War. On Veterans Day, the memorial had a wall that held the names of 58,000 soldiers who sacrificed their lives in the Vietnam War.
I think it's great. I think anytime there is an opportunity to honor veterans, especially ones that served in combat, the wounded warriors, is always a good thing. I have, my dad served during the Korean War. My father-in-law served during Vietnam, and I think honoring those people and the sacrifice that they made is always important.
Pink Hill Park also has a baseball field along with BMX track. Pink Hill Park is only one of 14 parks located in Blue Springs. You could also visit Bursold Mill Park and skate at the skate park. Go to Gregory O. Grounds Park and walk your dog by the lake, or take your dog to the dog park. Or you could head over to Wilbur Young Park and play some disc golf.
There are plenty of parks here in Blue Springs, so come out and have some fun. I'm Micah Story, Jag TV.
Thanks, Micah. I need to go check out these spots for myself.
Now it's time to find out what's going on around the country with Jack with City State Nation.
Thanks, guys. We got a lot to cover today, so let's jump right in. In city news, Blue Springs Mayor Carson Ross officially will have multiple challengers for his position, unlike the 2016 election when he ran unopposed for a third term. Candidate filling for the April 7th election closed Tuesday, and Ross will be challenged by current City Council member Chris Leavesay and Susan Culpepper, and former council member Dale Carter. In state news, a local Kansas City family was taking a pleasant drive near Northeast Russell Road and North Kansas Avenue when they accidentally hit a sinkhole caused by a water main break. After the family safely got out of the vehicle, it took 2 separate tow trucks to get it out of the sinkhole. Local residents said that this is the 5th water main break in the last few months.
They keep telling us it's the pipes and they keep repairing it, they just keep patching it up. Band-aid fix, not doing the whole thing.
And as for the family involved, they will assess the damage and see what their insurance company and the city will do to make repairs. And in national news, a ghost ship abandoned for over a year that was drifting in the Atlantic finally washed ashore in Ireland amid Storm Dennis's choppy water. According to the Irish Coast Guard, the MV Alta was found on the coast near Ballyconnan, a small town in southern Ireland's County Cork, with no crew on board. The roughly 250-foot vessel was abandoned in October 2018 after the U.S. Coast Guard rescued its stranded crew after the ship lost power. And the ship has been stranded out in the ocean ever since. The county's local council asked the public to stay away from the vessel as crews work to determine whether it possesses any environmental risk. The council said no visible pollution has been identified, and a team was expected to board the ship Tuesday. So in other words, it looks like Ireland just got a brand newish boat. That's all for City State Nation. I'm Jack Main for Jag TV. Now let's go over to Taylor for reminders.
Hey Jags, here's some reminders for this week. Our musical Legally Blonde is coming up quick. You can get your tickets for a discounted price by scanning the QR codes on the posters around the school or by going to tinyurl.com BSLBTIX. Student matinee permission slips are available now and due signed by your first 3 teachers with $5 by Friday, the day of the show. Mark your calendars because our annual Mr. Jaguar pageant will be held on March 12th and tickets will be $10. Tickets will be sold in the Commons during lunch and at the door. Time is flying by and spring sports start March 2nd. If you're interested in trying out for any spring sport, contact your respective coaches. We're excited to see how your seasons play out. And finally, spring break is right around the corner. Our awaited break will be the week of March 15th. That's all for reminders this week. I'm Taylor Nicholson for Jag TV.
Dahlquist Dental has been proudly serving Blue Springs and the community for nearly 40 years. They offer family dentistry to all ages, sedation dentistry, wisdom teeth extractions, and implant surgery. When it comes to insurance, they accept Delta Dental and all PPO insurance plans. And if you're on a very tight budget, payment plans are offered through Care Credit. Find out why so many have trusted Dahlquist Dental for nearly 4 decades. They're located just off the outer road in Blue Springs.
Give us a call or visit us at our website, dahlquistdental.com.
We'll see you soon. All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Call your financial representative, Isaiah Bragg, at 816-795-6340. Join Big Frog Custom T-shirts as they celebrate the Future Leaders T-shirt Scholarship Program. Here's how it works. Now through March 31st, 2020, each time you order custom-made shirts for Blue Springs schools, clubs, and associations, 10% of the total purchase will help fund grants and scholarships distributed through the Blue Springs Education Foundation. It's a win-win situation. Design your own T-shirt at the area's largest selection of styles and colors, and 10% of the cost goes right back into the Blue Springs Education Foundation. For more information, contact Big Frog at 816-795-1115 or stop by and check out the big store. Big Frog Custom T-shirts located just off I-70 in Independence.
Jag TV Sports is sponsored by Rod Sports of Blue Springs.
Boys basketball team is currently sitting at a record of 13-10. The Jaguars came up with 2 huge wins last week against Lee Summit West and Park Hill. South defeated West by a score of 71-68, and then went on to defeat the Park Hill Trojans 76-64, which is just what they needed heading into the postseason. Districts start on Tuesday, March 3rd, and will take place at Raytown High School. The girls basketball team also faced off against Park Hill last Thursday. The game was back and forth, but the Jags fell short of the Trojans, losing by a score of 52-43. The Jags are currently 16-6 on the season, and will be playing their last home game against Raytown, and will be heading to Raytown next week for districts. Good luck to both our basketball teams over the next 2 weeks. The girls swim and dive team took a trip down to St. Peter's for state over the weekend. The girls finished off the year strong, coming in 14th in 200 relay and 15th in the 400 relay. Congrats over a great season to our swim and dive team. If you're interested in playing a spring sport, baseball trials will be held on March the 2nd and will go through March the 6th. Track and field will also be starting on March the 2nd. That's it for sports. I'm Todd Campbell, Jag TV.
Thanks, Ty, and congratulations to our girls swim and dive on their performances at state. Speaking of performances, this week is your chance to see the school musical Legally Blonde. If you are interested in seeing the school matinee, it will be held Friday, hours 1 through 3. You can pick up your permission slip in the Commons during lunch. Get your slip signed by your first 3 teachers and return it with $5 to be excused from class to see the amazing work done by our theater department. There are also 4 other opportunities to see this year's musical, Legally Blonde. Thursday at 7 p.m., Friday at 7 p.m., and Saturday at 1 and 7 p.m. Those tickets are $8 for online purchase or $10 at the door. We can't wait to see the show.
Last week's book drive for Primitivo Garcia Elementary School was a huge success, almost doubling the goal. All week, Senate collected new and used picture, beginner, and chapter books until last Friday for the elementary school, named after senior Elena Bennett's uncle for his sacrifices. She decided to donate to this cause to support the Casey Lead to Read organization, as well as to honor her uncle. The goal was to donate 1,500 books, and 3,200 books ended up being donated to the school. Awesome job, Jags. Now in other news, Emily and Izzy recently had a painting contest. Here they are to show us their skills.
The next Picasso or Van Gogh could be right here in our hometown. If you are interested in finding out, Pino's Palette, located in Summit Fair and Lee Summit, might be for you.
I get to teach people how to paint, and it's just really fun. It's super laid back. We don't take ourselves too seriously. Paint like Bob Ross and feel like Bob Ross, and people have fun when they're here. So,
even if you aren't looking to be one of the greats, this class can be an outlet to relieve stress and be creative.
It's very relaxing, and Laura is awesome. Because I have been to other locations of the Pino's Palette, and it's just a more family atmosphere in this location, and I really like it.
The painters in the class will assure you that even if you've never painted before, this could be for you.
I did not pick up a paintbrush until I stepped in here the first time, so 2 years ago, I had never painted before. So even if they do not have an artistic bone in their body, I thought I could never do it. I thought I would come one time, I would be a kindergarten project, and I would leave, and they can't get rid of me.
We had a great experience tonight at Pino's Palette and Lee Summit. Go on the Jag TV Twitter to vote on who did a better job, me or Izzy. I'm Emily Wilson.
And I'm Izzy Roberts.
For Jag TV.
Vote for me.
Well, make sure to go cast your vote on Twitter. That's all for this episode of Jag TV.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and check us out at jagtvnews.com.
See you next week, Jags.